doing so far south, Arthur?
By the law, Miss Tilly.
You ain't so dumb as that, Arthur. I'm a Negro.
I know. I'll keep you safe, Miss Tilly.
My mama was a slave until she was 15 years old, Arthur.
I'll keep you safe, miss. You have my word. Okay, well, let's talk more later.
All right.
I'll keep you safe, Miss Tilly.
And we're live. I'll keep you safe, Miss Tilly. I love that. Welcome, friends. Happy Friday, and welcome to the Bad Honor full game commentary and playthrough. Miko Herbtile is here. Miko says, hello, Super Antonio, Sadie, mods, and everyone. And new viewer, Peter Walsdorf says, can't wait to see you live. Really glad you're here, Peter. Thanks for being here. Happy Friday to you. Glennis Coleman, channel member Glennis Coleman is here and says hello. Hello, Glennis. I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. Dominic says hello. Greetings, Dominic. And David, channel member at the Tahiti level and channel mod. David says howdy, folks, and howdy to Miko, Glenn, and Dominic. Glennis Coleman says hello to David and Miko. And Serena is here. Everybody say hi to Serena. Serena says, hi, Antonio. I'm here. Sorry I wasn't on yesterday. I did watch it. Happy birthday. Thank you, friend. I did comment on your video. I saw it. I meant to comment, and I didn't. What's that about? I apologize. Doc was here last night, and I said that next time I saw you or talked to you, I would mention that Doc was here. Because you know Doc. You love Doc. Everybody loves Doc. And Serena says, hi, everyone. And Miko says hello to David, Chrissy, Serena, Peter, Glennis, and Dominic. Yes, David. Greetings and kindest regards to your lovely wife. And David has my dear Starhearts emoticon for Starhearts at youtube.com. Glennis says hi, Serena. And Serena says hi to David, and Peter says, how is it going, everyone? It's going quite well. It was a fast week. I can't believe it's November already. Tonight we're going to distribute some free moonshine. We never get paid for this. Mob Braithwaite gives us 50 cents on the dollar for the moonshine, and we never get any of that cash. What's that about? And Glennis says, happy belated birthday, Super Antonio. Thank you, Glennis. I appreciate you, friend. And I appreciate you being here. It was a quiet day. I don't think I really did anything. Well, I'll tell you what I did. Or I'll tell you what I got. But it's very complicated. And but let me get through the hellos here.
You know the way? Yeah, I've been there. So exactly are we doing? This is the moonshine we took.
Serena says, yes, I know. I'm sorry I missed Doc and everyone. Oh, you're here now, Serena. And David says, Chrissy's sick. I got her sick. I'm sorry to hear that, David. And I'm sure you'll take care of her. Serena says, that's no good, David. I hope she gets better soon. Yes, me too. And Sadie says so as well. Sadie's up for you, Serena. She must have known you were in the chat. What's that about? I got a table saw. What do you want with a table saw, Super Antonio? Well, I don't really talk about it, but I love woodworking. I'm addicted to woodworking videos, especially Japanese carpentry. I think if I had to do life over again, I would want to be a carpenter, like Jesus. No, like a cabinet maker, you know? I love working with wood. I love working with hands. I'm not with my hands. I'm not very good at it. And I only have hand tools. But, however, I made this coaster. This is koa wood. It's my favorite wood. It's a tropical wood. I love that honey golden color. I finished it myself. So I cut this by hand. And I can cut straight. but I cannot cut in a perfect 90-degree angle, you know. So like corners will not line up because even though the top part is straight, you know, when it comes through, I always end up curving it. So I finally broke down and got a table saw, a portable one that I can just like move around and set up and put in the closet when I'm not working on any projects, because I have a project I want to work on that's going to require mitered 45-degree angle cuts, which are very difficult to do with hand saws. But so that's what I got, and I never talk about it because I'm not really good at it, but it's a lot of fun. I've made like boxed sets for like DVD collections. It's something I picked up during COVID. Another one of those COVID hobbies that stuck around. I still, you know, and I've got lots of home improvement projects I want to do, shelving and stuff, and little organizer trays that I want to make. So I got a portable table saw, and I was very happy about that for my birthday. But other than that, it was just a regular day. You know, I worked out and, you know, did a live stream. And Serena says, "Hi, Sadie, beautiful girl, miss you." Sadie missed you as well. And Cloudy's here. Cloudy says greetings, and Miko and Glennis say hi to Cloudy, and so does Serena. Micah says, "I recently started a new save, and I decided to organize Arthur's journal by animal type." Interesting, Micah. And Serena says, "Still love this game. Never get sick of it. Hopefully get to play it soon after Halloween. Finish on Grand Theft Auto Online. Miss Red Dead. Still my favorite game." And Serena continues, "Hi, Micah." Glenn says she played all day today online this morning, and then story in the afternoon. Note Catherine Braithwaite's purple dress. All of the fancy ladies in Saint Denis, all of the fashionable fancy ladies wear purple. And Serena says, "I don't know why Rockstar doesn't put Halloween weather on Red Dead Online. I think, you know, I know they'll put, you know, Christmas weather, winter and stuff. It would be nice if they decorated for Halloween, put out pumpkins and stuff." Peter asks, "Does anyone get the scout jacket from Mr. Pearson's item request for a rabbit?" You look peaky. I've got a lot of tutorials on getting that scout jacket. For me, I like to get it early in Chapter 2. That's where I have the best opportunity. Wait for Mr. Pearson will be behind his stew pot, drinking a beer and whistling. And if you see him doing, you know, all three of those things, go up to him, and you may get the request. If you are lucky and your heart is pure, are you pure of heart, Peter? Because Mr. Pearson can tell. Just don't complain. I said that to Sadie today during our walk. She wasn't complaining at all. I just felt like saying it. David says, "Purple, color of royalty." Yes, indeed.
You can't speak.
I've been watching Downton Abbey because it reminds me of my mother. I'm on season 2. Has anyone in the chat watched Downton Abbey? Because I heard a fan theory on Reddit that blew my mind, but it won't make any sense to you unless you watch Downton Abbey. But it was fun. Serena says, "Yes, I can't wait till Christmas on Red Dead Online and GTA Online with the snow. New DLC in GTA, new business I seen." Yeah, at some point, ODog wants us to get together on Red Dead Online. And David, you should make a character too, so you can get in on this. So we're gonna have to figure out our schedules, and also you, Glennis. We'll just turn it into a party. Glennis says, "I love the snow in Red Dead Online." Come on, Fenton. I like how one of the NPCs goes, "Keep it coming, Fenton."
Gentlemen, quite the town you have here. We just rode in from up north.
Yeah, Mob Braithwaite paid us
Hello, I'm Mel.
50 cents on the dollar for all this
My brother Fenton.
moonshine we sold back to her, and we don't get to see a penny of it.
Killed our
Oh,
mother,
dog.
but it weren't his
What's
fault.
that about? Greetings, oh, dog.
Boys like a couple
Thanks for being here, friend. Appreciate you. Happy Friday.
for each of you. We're in the new trade of
Serena says, yeah,
advertising,
we
which
should
is an
all
American
get together
art form of
online. And yes, we
ensuring
should.
people buy
If
the
we'll
correct
figure
thing.
out scheduling.
One
You
more
guys go
dollar.
ahead without me,
Just
though.
give us
Gosh.
half an hour. What harm can we do
You
in
know,
half an
you don't
hour?
need me.
Go along now.
I
money.
will figure that out when I get the PS5, but I've got a bunch of
Just hand out the liquor.
home items I need to get first, and a couple wristwatches and a bunch of action figures. And and Monster High released a Wednesday Addams doll that
Gentlemen,
I kind of really want.
my name is Melvin.
What's that about?
That's my brother Fenton. He's a bit funny, but boy, can he pour drinks fast. For the next
Glenn
30
and Serena
minutes,
say
the
hi to
drinks in this here
Odog.
bar, in this
And
here
Odog says,
town
howdy
are
Glenn. And Micah
entirely
says,
free.
this mission has several NPCs who use dual wield
Go ahead,
revolvers.
put old Fenton to work.
Well,
Don't get him
much like the
mad, though.
stormtroopers,
His mama
they may
made
be
him
able to
mad,
dual
but we
wield,
buried
but
him. Poor thing.
they're not very accurate.
Now come up to the bar, everybody. Come on, fellas, it's your lucky day.
Serena, yes, we will accommodate your time difference. I mean, I think you're like 13 or 16 hours ahead, so we'll figure it out. Don't you worry. We'll figure it out. And, you know, whatever we do, we're going to monetize. I'll probably make a live stream out of it. Not during the stream. I mean, I'm going to tape everything. And, you know, we'll replay it on a live stream. Dominic says, this is one of my favorite missions. Okay, Dominic, well, I'm glad we're doing it for you. And Odog has Star Heart emoticons, and Serena loves Fenton. Yeah, well, just don't make him angry. Note how there are no bath ladies or women present in the bar at all. It's all men, like every other bar on the map. It's, you know, it's pretty, you get a pretty diverse assortment of males and females. Makes me think that rogues, you know, they don't want their women voting, and they don't want their women drinking with them. There is a room in the back behind the bar where you can find all the bath ladies.
Gentlemen, we're in advertising. Come on in and have a drink.
That's our goddamn liquor.
An honest mistake.
Boys, get him.
Got my green tea
It's the Lemoyne Raiders.
and my silver rounds. Callum's here. Shout out to Ireland. Greetings, Callum. Callum says, hey everyone, sorry I couldn't make it to the stream yesterday. I slept in. You need your sleep, young man. You never have to apologize for that. And Serena says, hi, Callum. Odog also says hi to Callum.
You fools are playing the wrong game.
Boom. You lost Fenton's hat. That's a tragedy.
This way.
Got you boxed in, you no good. You're trapped and surrounded. There's some.
Well done. Let's go.
You know, we looted some of these guys because, you know, it is a bad honor playthrough, but they didn't really have much.
Get off me.
16 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends. Happy Friday. On Fridays, we free roam in the Bad Honor full game commentary and playthrough.
Come on, Fenton.
We will also get Cerberus in this episode, in this evening's episode.
Let's out of here.
gonna let this go, are they?
And we shall take Cerberus to chapter 6.
Got more coming after us.
Trying not to hit the horses. And David says Big Z.
Hide us up. Coming out of the... In front of you, Arthur.
Dave, Serena, did you have your afternoon tea, or are you having your afternoon tea now? Are you having your
They really aren't.
your cheese on toast? I was talking in the stream how I really like buttered toast with honey.
There's more to your
That's one of my favorite tastes.
Think you can steal from us?
And O-Dog says, David boy.
I see it.
And David has the Moondog emoticons for O-Dog. Serena says, haven't played Red Dead Online for a while. I hope I can remember how to ride horses, LOL. I'm sure you'll be fine. It's just like riding a bike. Serena says, I had strawberry jam on toast. That sounds good. I'd eat that.
Good shot.
Hup. Come back.
You see any more
Sit
of
here.
them?
Don't think
Hang out. 16 viewers in the chat. Say hi to the 16 viewers. Tell them to like and subscribe.
all this over a few bottles of booze?
I reckon it's more they don't want another gang on their patch.
Cloudy says, Super Antonio, I feel like I said this before, but do you plan on playing Bully on this channel? Oh, maybe. Bully is not available on PS4 as far as I know. Bully is PS2.
All right. We're
It
good.
is on. It says it's on
Remind me
PS4.
never to take up a career in, what was it?
Advertise.
You think that woman set us up?
No, I don't think so.
I think you have to stream load it, or it's like
This place is on.
an electronic copy.
Keep seeing those fellas.
Some local militia.
Let me see.
Clearly not too happy to have some new competition.
Xbox
I'll go visit
360,
old
it's
Ma Brett,
27
see what's
bucks.
what.
Why?
We've been making money.
Um,
The chest is filling up again, slowly but surely. Part of me thinks
Bully
we just got ourselves
Scholarship
good and
Edition.
lost. But we still need a lot
Let me
more
check
money
eBay.
before that can
Mama One and
happen.
Papa One are
So,
here.
For now,
Everyone say hi to Mama One
let
and
me go
Papa
give
One.
old Mrs.
Micah, I
Braithwaite
think
some
you're
of
right. I
this
think we have to get a
moonshine
digital
as,
version of it.
well, let's call it a peace offering.
Sure.
And I do
That was
like
fun,
my
Fenton.
physical
We'll
media.
make an actor of you yet.
Bully PS4.
I'll go speak to Dutch.
There's a Blair Witch game
So, what do you think?
and Tokyo Ghoul,
what?
and
Fine folks around
you're not
these
giving me
parts.
any Bully
Real nice.
Bully Scholarship Edition
On the
PS4.
one
Let's
side,
look that
we've
up.
got the Gray family. Scots, degenerates, drunkards, the local law. You couldn't make this stuff up.
I'm only seeing it
Rich as
on
Croesus.
on
And on the other,
Xbox.
their mortal enemies, the Braithwaites. Moonshiners, hypocritical, both
So,
rolling. We
maybe
believe.
In gold. And
Cal-
in the middle
or,
of it all, you got
Cloudy.
some inbred retelling
possible.
of Romeo and Juliet.
Exactly.
So what you boys thinking? We try to rob them?
And Sadie settled down for her first nap of November. It's not her first nap. It's she's had many naps today, but she had a long day.
Last thing I want is to get
She
us
was
into trouble, but
she
we
was
need
quite
money.
busy.
Now, we have the opportunity
I ran
here
her a
to put
lot.
ourselves in the middle of something ain't nobody gonna know we was here, because even without us, these fools are
Micah
gonna
says, I've
kill
seen
each other
physical
anyway."
copies of Bully on
Jose's gone
Xbox,
back to
but
see
never
that
on
Braithwaite fellow.
PlayStation.
Good.
Interesting.
Jose
Yeah,
should
I think you're
definitely
right.
take the
We
lead
have to
on
stream
this.
it.
I sent Sean over to Braithwaite Manor too. Now you can meet up with them, or join John and Javier at the Gray's place. Something to do with the Braithwaite's prize horses.
And Callum asks Mama One and Papa One, how was your Halloween?
Gray kindly put
And
in a word with his father. It ain't that complicated.
and Papa One says it was fun, Callum. Just a quiet time with Mama One and the dogs. And Serena says, Miss Marco, I miss Marco and everyone not here. And I'm sure they all miss you, my dear.
Long
But I'm glad you're here.
think of it as payback.
Callum says, that's nice, Papa One. I just had a drink to myself. I don't remember much of my night. Well, I'm glad you slept.
Something happened a long time
You do need
ago.
your sleep, my
Guess
friend.
we all gotta pay for something. Now, if you will excuse me, Arthur, I got to write a letter.
Let's move on. David says, Marco, Gio. Oh, I forgot all about Gio. Gerald, of course. Doc. All the good old days, Serena. Yeah. Yeah, those were the good old days.
Morning, Arthur.
We'll use this Black Arabian. Or we're going to get rid of him. Her. I think we'll sell her to Clay and Clive. Papa One says, I've had many of those nights, my son. He's talking to Callum. My God, my dad and I used to go on long hauls getting feral horses in the 70s. I never remember the nighttime camping. All I know is Jack Daniels was there with us. I was very impressed with this horse during combat at level 4. Performed a lot better than you would think.
Yep.
Not good enough to keep, however.
Holy hell!
Anyone moves, I go blink before I shoot you.
Micah, yes, I do prefer physical copies of video games. And also physical copies of everything. I don't want to be censored. I don't want them to take it back. You don't own digital copies. You rent it. You license it. It's not yours. I want it in my hand. I want to hold it like this can of potent canine bait and my pantry full of assorted salted offal. You know, it's important to retain ownership. Cloudy says, I used to wish Rockstar added a donkey that could eat. And Mom One says, I'm going to miss the Black Arabian. And regrettably, I apologize in advance, but we put a bunch of horses to sleep by using dynamite. But they were evil horses. Well, there's donkeys you can play with. There's Mr. Margaret's donkey, and then there is, of course, Seamus has a donkey. And then there's the donkey lady.
Come on, boys, never buck, I tell you.
See, saving the strain actually bump your honor up. But if you loot civilians, you can knock your honor down again. Actually, we didn't put those horses to sleep. They were already sleeping when we got here. I like that idea better. We don't put horses to sleep on this channel. He was already missing that leg. Mama One says, we have 2 Black Arabians now. They are for breeding. The male is named Nero and the female is Midnight. Nero is a race winner from Illinois. He's almost 15 years old, but that's still young. Nero just means black. Papa One says, I love how it says ruined Nakota under the horse that's missing its leg. Yeah, it was like that when we got here, Papa One. I don't know what these Lemoyne Raiders were doing. I mean, we are bad, but we are not cruel. We're a little cruel. 18 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends.
Idiot.
Okay, where were we? Knock this gentleman over and go talk to John. And Scarface. No, talk to Scarface and the Mexican.
Thank God.
Serena wants horses in GTA Online. I bet they would do that before they do anything with Red Dead Online. Mom once says he's still fast and an amazing ride. He can clear obstacles in less than 45 seconds. That's a record for our farm and stable. David says, this is where I'm at chapter 3. Well, it's a good spot. It's a sweet spot. This is a good spot to stop and free roam at. Arthur hasn't been kidnapped yet. Everyone's in camp. You can play dominoes with Tilly. You can interact. You can interact with Sadie. Sadie has her final form outfit.
Sure. They're supposed to be my business partners here.
Micah says horses were originally supposed to be in Grand Theft Auto 5, Serena. In fact, they were supposed to be involved in a cut heist. And Mom once says, I almost get canceled constantly with armored cars. I can only imagine me on a trusty Arabian in Los Santos, Serena. And Serena says, can't wait to play Red Dead and GTA Story Mode on PS5. Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't done that yet. Cloudy has a soft spot for the Murphy brood horses, and David is going for Master Hunter 10 later with the Giaguaro.
And have you met my partner, Arthur Morgan?
No.
I met your son.
I did a lot. I had to practice saying that so many times. Giaguaro, so I could like say it perfectly.
Problems with a family of degenerates.
Oh, well, nobody likes
That's a little
degenerates.
behind the scenes for a Red Dead YouTuber.
They ruined this county. They killed my uncle, you know.
That ain't right.
Problem is, we can't be seen to get too close.
And?
Serena says, really, Micah, I did not know and I can't play, I meant to say. And Mom one says, I'm still working on the Legend of the East. So you're trying to finish all those challenges,
Goddamn
which is quite an accomplishment.
I don't know.
And honestly, it feels good to get that outfit, but I honestly don't think it's worth it.
How much gold?
Just because once you finish all those challenges, you're pretty much done with the game. I mean, there's things left to do,
For horses.
but I just like
Where do
keeping
we sell
things in
these
reserve.
$5,000 horses.
Over in Clemens Cove.
Serena says, I will just
There, we'll run 'em out of state.
do GTA Online Halloween, then I will have heaps of videos to
You got
upload.
yourself a deal.
Mama one says, I'm finished with Bandit and on
Just keep us
Herbalist
away from
4.
this. Publicly, I mean.
Herbalist challenges
We
are
keep all horse wrestling away from the
are
public.
relatively easy. I've never done it, but I've always thought about doing it, and I just didn't want to put the work in. Lazy, what's that about? For Herbalist 10, where I would like categorize all the herbs that you need by region or state, just so you could be really efficient about it, just like working one state, and with maps and everything. And also a list, a downloadable list, an Excel file, because you do not get a checklist on that game. The game will not tell you, which I suppose is part of the challenge.
You should see the
But
Braithwaite woman.
it never happened, and I just figure it's too late now.
You haven't seen him?
I don't think there's enough interest in
Not
it
yet. If they're there already, they
to
better
merit
keep their heads
all
down.
that work.
You don't need this to be any more complicated than it
Papa One says the
already
Murphy
is.
horses are scarred but actually have what's called brain rot. Horse ointment should fix it along with a brush. We've used a homemade ointment for years, mixed burdock root, chicory, sugar, and oats. It will take care of it in days and the hair will grow back lush and perfect. Oh, that's nice to know.
Place is well guarded.
Peter started a new game and have the Dutch Warmblood as
We'll make 'em
my
fit
main
where
horse,
they're
his main
looking at
horse. I like the height of the Dutch Warmblood.
You'd be armed if
It's a
you
good
were
height
about
for
to
Arthur.
spend 5,000 on horses.
Little slow,
We should go in the
but
back way.
strong,
Avoid too
and it's a
many
good
questions.
all-around horse. I do prefer the Hungarians though. Want to make sure we have the Lancaster at the ready. Good old Lanky.
Guard.
I'll speak to him, okay?
All right then.
Can I help
John
you,
takes the
gentlemen?
lead.
Yeah, we're here to see about some horses.
Horses?
Yeah, we had an appointment with Mr. Braithwaite, I believe.
Yeah, I never heard about any of this.
My partner wanted to make a significant
Mama One says, I'm
investment
using a reverse
in
dapple
stables
thoroughbred
down
and a
here,
piebald Tobiano, but I'm getting
but
Cerberus.
Perhaps we should look elsewhere.
Well, okay then.
Yeah,
Head on up to
you
the
know, it's
stables.
like after Cerberus, of course, we'll get the polka dot Appaloosa. That in my head, I always give that horse to Miss Tilly, and Miss Tilly names that horse Sassafras. The leopard Appaloosa, and of course, we will get the piebald Tobiano when we come back from Guarma. But we're not keeping those horses.
No need to rush.
We're going to use Cerberus in every mission, take them all the way to the end. David says, Explorer, Survivalist, Horseman, and Master Hunter done so far.
I think that's the stables just up ahead. Heads down, play cool. Head around the front. Hitch
Well,
up
you're getting there. I mean, it's a fun challenge, and it's like... It's fun knocking out those challenges. But it's like the legendary animals for me. Like, once it's done, it's done. And, you know, that's always a bittersweet moment for me. A bittersweet symphony. I like doing it, I like doing the bonding in the stable. It's slightly more difficult, a little more stealthy. And it's just fun. It's just fun to think of John and Javier out there waiting for Arthur. And that guy in front working on the saddle, Papa One. Papa One says, love the Dutch Warmblood breed, real workhorses, tough as tanks. We have a few as they are popular horses now due to this game. Oh, interesting. Used to be Appaloosas and other breeds, but now the most popular workhorses are Dutch Warmbloods and Hungarian half-breds, or the Hanoverian half-breds, which are the real-life Hungarian half-bred. And Miko says, Papa One, are Arabians as fidgety as in real life as they are in the game? And David prefers the sooty buckskin Dutch Warmblood. And Glynis says, yes, Miko, they are. Papuan says to Miko, no, in my experience, Arabians are some of the sturdiest, strongest, and bravest horses. They are actually war horses. Napoleon used Arabians as his mount. They can handle more weight than most horse breeds. What they lack in size, they make up in back strength. Interesting. I'm surprised. I am honestly surprised Rockstar never fixed this glitch. And I think the only, it's on some devs to-do list, and they will never get to it because they've got like an incredible backlog of Grand Theft Auto stuff to do. So I don't think we'll ever fix it because one, they've abandoned this game, and two, they'll be so excited about Grand Theft Auto 6 that it'll be Red Dead what? Red Dead who? Arthur who?
Hello there.
Can I help you boys?
I hope so. Heard you got some horses.
We always got horses.
Forgot I was going to get a new mic mount so we could move it around so I can lean back.
You do. Come on.
Listen, why don't you get out of here? You, Scarface, and your greaser buddy.
Whoa.
I don't like officials.
We ain't officials. We're connoisseurs.
See, Pop One, he's working on a saddle
Come on now, partner.
like you do.
Okay, fine. Follow me. These here's mainly the studs available.
Pop One says, keep in mind our Arabians are trained elite horses, show winners, race winners, and rich people horses. Our Arabians sell for a minimum of 35 grand for basic level. The elite ones can get up to $100,000.
This here's Cerberus. Here you go, boy.
That is a lot
Reliable stud.
of assorted salted offal.
Greaser, huh?
Okay, bandana's on. Don't need nobody recognizing us.
Which makes me, reminds me, I'd like a hot dog. I haven't had hot dogs in so long.
One in the middle, you get the other two.
I used to eat them a lot because I was using them as a high-value training treat when I got Sadie. So I'd just like get a pack of hot dogs and I'd cut them up for her,
Marston, you're gonna tether
and
Javier's horse.
I ate hot dogs for for a while, for a whole summer. Hot dogs with cheddar cheese and ketchup and relish. It's delicious on a toasted bun. I'd eat that right now. Cloudy says, Papa One, have you seen an Icelandic horse? That's what the Vikings used.
Marston, you ride point.
And Miko says, that's very interesting. Thank you for the info. To Papa One.
Okay.
Certainly not talking about me. I never give any info. Imagine if the Arabians in the game were that brave. Most people would use them. Then it would only be their size that would be against them. Look how this Arabian performs during this mission, Miko. And Papa One says, I have seen them at horse shows and fairs, but have never owned one or worked with one. The Icelandic horses, I believe. We specialize in Arabians and thoroughbreds. Used to be Clydesdales, but they lost popularity in the 90s. We also sell and breed Dutch warmbloods and Mustangs currently. Well, the Bud Light horses are Clydesdales.
Watch out by that wagon. More of
I don't know if their consumer base will ever forgive Bud Light. But those were some pretty horses.
We
20 viewers in the chat. Thanks for being here, friends. Appreciate you. Happy Friday. Happy November. If you are new to the chat, greetings. We have a channel co-host. If you're new, Sadie. Say hi to the 20 viewers in the chat. Tell them to like and subscribe. She's very tired. She had a long day. I ran her a lot. I think there's 4 more guys we got to deal with. And then we got a lasso. Miko says, well, in that aspect, the game accurately got the cost of the Arabians. The most expensive ones in the game.
You see any more of them? No.
Okay, now we lasso.
All right, let's get these horses to Clemens Cove.
Mama one says PETA started protesting. PETA ruins everything. Clydesdale's being used in Busch Gardens amusement park. They were underfed and the stables were small. I'm not a PETA fan. They only care about fame.
Shit! One of the stallions is loose. Gotcha.
Yeah, I do not think their hearts are in the right place.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't think any interest group's hearts are in the right place. They care more about, you know, the wallet than your causes.
Well done. Clemens Cove's just over there. Come on. Let's get this over with.
Yeah, in theory, you can do this with any horse here.
That could have gone smoother.
But in practice, why would you?
Gravestone.
Unless you really want you want a male Arabian.
You think they look like they're paying $5,000 for horses?
I guess we'll see.
David says, if you ever watched a John Marston playthrough, you will know why PETA was formed. I cannot help if John hates condors. No one knows why. Here's Clay and Clive. Papa wants his Akai teaks are what Turkomans are based on. They're expensive as well, but mostly used by royalty and rich Arabian businessmen. We had a few in the 90s. We went to Saudi Arabia with my dad.
That's so?
Sure, Pop. I'm
Always
Clay
wanted to
Davis.
go to
That's my
Dubai.
brother Clive. We're twins.
That's about all. You know, I kind of would like to go to Jerusalem,
Javier.
and Egypt, if you know,
What
if
are
that
you,
area
Cuban?
would calm down.
No,
Egypt, of
I
course,
don't
for
like
you know the
Cubans.
history. Same with
So,
Jerusalem.
maybe.
You know,
Well, what do
just
you
to see all
care?
those
You ain't
sights.
Cuban.
Maybe I
Um,
like Cubans.
Ooh, you're funny.
Historical-
He's funny.
You know,
Ain't you
again,
funny,
the
Clive?
history.
Clive don't talk. We're twins, but I was born first. He came out all yellow and black, but he's okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I know these horses. They ain't yours, but I like you, and I can give you 650 for 'em.
And then, you know, it's apparently the history in Jerusalem is so overwhelming. And this is a real psychiatric thing. It's called Jerusalem syndrome. I hope I don't get that if I ever go. But Jerusalem syndrome is an acute psychotic state observed in tourists and pilgrims who visit Jerusalem. The main symptom of this disorder is identification with a character from the Bible and exhibiting behaviors which seem typical for this character. Yeah, they go nuts. Just
Ain't no
overwhelmed
one
by,
around here
you know,
got
the history and the
$5,000, boys, but nice meeting
and
you.
the magnitude
Boys again.
and the emotional impact of this space, the sacred space where 3 religions intersect. It's fascinating, but you know, I'm never going there. Not while it's not now.
By one of that Gray family. Imagine we
But I would go to Dubai.
wonderfully rich.
Pop once is expensive.
At the end of it, we feel like prize idiots.
Glynis is taking off. Glynis, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you, friend. And you have a great weekend. Papa One says, businessmen used us to train horses. He was a great man, paid us a lot of money, and treated us like family. Gave my dad an expensive watch worth thousands. My dad loved it, but never wore it because it was expensive. Miko and David say goodnight to Glynis. And Mama One says, we've really had wonderful adventures in our life with horses. I would not change anything. And Mama One also says goodnight to Glynis. And Callum is back. Just in time, Callum. We're going to collect Cerberus. And Callum also said goodnight to Glynis. Pop1 says, glad you're here, Callum. Just enjoying the show and talking about horses and our adventure. Serena says, awesome stream, Antonio, as always. Serena, you're awesome as always. I have awesome streams when you're here. Is that a coincidence? I think not. More clan business to deal with.
Have some respect.
O-Dog, are you here?
Just leave me be. No! Spare me, please!
And Callum says, oh, exciting. I just got off Black Ops 6 so I could watch the stream. And Serena says, bye, good night. Love you all. Okay, Serena. Love you too. Thanks for being here, friend. I hope you feel better. And hope I see you again soon. We're having an LA Noire stream tomorrow night and a Sinister Sunday where we will discuss the Black Dahlia cancellation. Callum says, have a good night, Serena. Good to see you, friend. And Papa One says, good night, Serena. Rest well, dear. And Serena says she's got family over and she will rewatch again. Well, we're always here when we need when you need us, Serena. And we're going to sell the Arabian because I think we get like $400 for her. Callum says, can't wait for the LA Noire stream. We're going to finish the Fallen Idol and start on the Homicide desk, which required some creative editing on my part, creative video editing on my part. But it dovetails quite nicely with the Sinister Sundays, which will be all about, which is set in the same time period, Black Dahlia. Callum says, and the Sleeping Dogs playthrough. I haven't bought it yet. Maybe I'll get it in December. Pop One says, I always hated the clan. My dad did too. Thought they were losers. My dad used to say, if you have to dress up like a ghost and are afraid for your face to be seen, you're obviously doing something bad. And O-Dog has a bunch of Star Heart emoticons and a peace sign, a brown peace sign, for Serena. Serena says, love you all. We love you, Serena. You get well. You get better. That's job one. Cloudy says, nice, Callum. How's how's Bow 6? Breaking Ops 6. The last Call of Duty I played was Cold War because I love the history of the Cold War. I hope you're on the right side, Callum, Cloudy. Callum says, Black Ops 6 is really fun, Cloudy. Best one to come out in a while. Really fun to get gold camos. Too, although you have to get 100 headshots. Then you can dress yourself in gold camo. So in case you're like against a pallet of gold bullion, you can blend in. Is that how that works, Callum? Papa One says, I find it funny the leader of the clan's dressed in black while spewing how black people are not good. I don't support Black Panthers either. I was raised that everyone has the ability to be good or bad. It's a person's actions that define them and the content of their character, not the family they are born in or race. I agree, Papa One. Obviously. I don't know anyone who doesn't agree. Well, I do, I've got a bunch of cousins who,
Nice to give a little special grooming.
they're just, they have a bias towards Asians and, Hawaiians and a
Horse liable to buck you off with a name like that.
I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it nicely, and I don't want to talk about my cousins. But yeah, there's hatred on all sides. on all races. You know, it's not like one race has a monopoly on it. Callum says, something like that, Antonio. Yes, for the gold camouflage. Okay, well, next time you're hiding by a pallet of stolen gold, you'll be fine. The snipers will be, where is he? What happened to him? Just vanished. Checking their optics. Switching to thermal. There he is. Callum says, also trying to get diamond on the ARs, but I'll take a few good days as I like to play other games rather than just Black Ops 6 every day. Papa One says, I met people in Vietnam that I would have died for 100%. Some were black, white, or Hispanic. Some were even South Vietnamese who worked with us. I loved. Now the Viet Cong and NVA was another story. And Callum says, I wish the bee wouldn't disappear on the Turkoman. That's my favorite part. But also that beautiful black and brown coat. Yes. I do like calling this Turkoman the bronze Turkoman. It dovetails quite nicely with the gold Turkoman and the silver Turkoman. And speaking of dovetails, I will be able to make them quite elegantly with my new table saw. Because again, I can cut straight, but I can't cut 90 degrees straight. Just never been able to. And I'm not like great at making stuff out of wood, but I love doing it. Mama One says, I wish you could brand or even engrave your saddle. We used to brand horses, put them to sleep and brand them. Now we tag them with chips in the ear or the neck. Sadie has a tag. And Mama One says, love the Dark Bay Turkman. Mama One, the Dark Bay Turkman loves you. Callum says, going to continue with my TWID Season 4 playthrough tonight, I think. Mama One says, why didn't you sell the Black Arabian to the fence? I thought we did, but I guess we didn't. Callum says, you've played the Walking Dead games, haven't you, Mama One? Or was that Serena I was talking to you about the game with? Mama One, we got the Black Arabian from Saint Denis. You know, from the Saint Denis robbery. That's another horse that was very good to the channel. Got ourselves an American Paint over here. And a hostel.
You don't like visitors, huh?
Yeah, Callum. Saint Denis at night during a robbery. I'm pretty sure, Callum says. We're not even trying. Arthur isn't even trying to inspect camps routinely. Mama One says, I played Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 1 through the final season, Callum. Callum says, I love that American Paint. Callum, that American Paint loves you.
Yep.
Callum, that American Paint has lots of questions about Ireland. Yes, Mama One, that event respawns for John in Blackwater. Conversations or the dialogue's different. Callum says, same Mama One, I'm just replaying them as the last time I played them was 2021. Mama One says you should do the short tail on the Turkoman. I always do long tails on all the horses, but, you know, I could take a look at it. I'll take a look at it and see how it looks. Serena's the one who does, like, all the fancy braids and dreadlocks and all sorts of, and colors on her horses. Cloudy says, American Paints are my favorite horses. Still sad my Mocha horse got canceled by a hill. And Mama One loved those games.
Who left this idiot here?
There's Bill having a smoke. We got to change our outfit because this panther vest is too hot for Rhodes.
Arthur.
And Tilly's calling us over to play dominoes, but I don't think we ever will. Papa One says you need to bring some some food. They are starving. Also do camp upgrades and buy supplies. No, thank you, Papa One. This Arthur has a complete disregard for the camp. He only cares about himself. What's that about? Callum asks, are you watching Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol, Mama One? Shout out to the channel members. Couldn't do it without you, friend. Glennis is a channel member. So is O-Dog and David. Done. That's about all I have for you tonight, friends. Shout out to the mods, David and Chrissy and O-Dog and Mama One and Papa One, Serena, of course, Miko and Doc. Great talking to you, Callum. Try to get some sleep, my friend. You need it. You're a growing young lad. And rest those knuckles, if you know what I'm talking about. Stay away from the special medicine. Callum, Cloudy, it's great talking to you. Thank you, friends. Really appreciate you being here. Like and subscribe. Let's get Sadie back to say hello. Come back. Say goodbye to the chat. David says, stay safe and healthy. There, see? Like and subscribe. We shall return tomorrow night for LA Noir, Saturday Noir. Happy November, friends, and enjoy the rest of your evening. And shout out to Miko. Forgot about you, friend. How could I forget about you, Miko? Have a great night, friends.